This meeting's being recorded. Got it. Cool.
Yeah, just to recap for everybody, for anyone watching, we're debugging the specs and some question about the short examples. So if you see the like every individual example defines this let it be project.
Yeah.
What you can actually do in the lets, like let is basically like a fancy way of defining a function and which stores the object in the class in the instance variable. So what you can actually do is call them one in the other. So the easiest way to fix it, I think, will be to just replace let it be with let on the resource.
Oh. Here we go. That's it?
And also, instead of using the factory to create a project here, just call a project. Just, yeah. No, just a project without the colon and stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think that will work.
Let's try running the spec. Okay, release the spec. Oh, by the way, a question while these are running. How often should I update my GDK? Because pretty much every time I open my computer, it says the GDK doctor says there's an update.
When I was developer, I was refreshing it every day.
Every day, okay. That's what I was doing.
But since you've been working on like a single feature, like you can update it once in a while. It doesn't really matter that much, I think.
Okay, cool. Sometimes it can take a bit of time, which is why I'm usually hesitant to do it. But I'm like, all right, I'll set it up. I'll go do something, come back, and then get back to it.
Yeah, I'm actually running the GDK right now, GDK update. And it's recompiled something against it. Yeah, it will take some time. So yeah, as you see, everything is working.
Wow. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I was stuck on that for 2 months.
So do you know how, in general, how the RSpec works? How with this let, what is the difference between let it be, and I don't know.
I don't use let it be very often, but I am aware of the difference between let and then let with a bang. Oops, so that it calls the spec because otherwise it lazy loads. But let it be, I'm not too sure about.
Yeah, just to kind of give you an idea. So when you type, when you write let resource something, it's the same as just writing def resource. Yeah, and then just project and basically the same. And when you use a factory inside, so you can you can call one from the other. Let it be is a little bit trickier. It's it's also not just calling. It's also using this pattern of like project inside of the function body, but it's very simple. Let it be is a little bit more complex. It uses a class variable, and it's not let with a band, but it's basically like executed once when we enter the context or describe or anything in the RSpec. So yeah, what we've done with you right now is just yeah, I don't know, basically define the function to kind of wrap the existing contexts, like to kind of reuse the existing variables. If you want to extend it to the group, actually, did you have you tried doing this already, or?
a little bit. So I had like basically just ideas of what would happen, but then I would need to, I guess so this would also just be let and probably use, or actually, I don't know yet.
Yeah.
So the,
can you go into the release and release chart examples? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see. And can you also see the?
oh, wait a second.
Sure.
I didn't change this back to resource. Ah, sorry.
Oh,
Let me try running this one more time.
yeah, maybe it's not our fix, but I think it should work anyway.
Yeah, that was just the one place, I think. Okay, yeah. Well, if the rest of them ran, then it should be probably fine. Okay, but anyway, so in the shared examples, then we'll need to, like it creates the project. In the places that it creates the project, we need to change that to also use group instead.
I'm not sure actually if we. I think first of all we need to understand why we're creating the project a few different times instead of doing it one time on the top level. Okay, so can you scroll one more to the next create project?
Yep.
On project. Oh, okay. It's because the visibility on the project is different. So yeah, this is interesting actually. Maybe so we have this sorting. Can you scroll a little bit lower? So we have this sorting and pagination examples.
And this is also going to be different because it has released at and created at, but then the group is just going to be released at.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if there is anything we can actually reuse. Maybe actually using the shared examples is not such a good idea since actually they very different. Like we'll need a different specs for the access levels. So like you will add users to the group instead of the project. Things like this. And then when we speak about the pagination and sorting again, it's a different story again, right? So
yeah,
maybe there is not much to reuse here actually, and we don't need to do that. And we just like, I don't know, we need to write a completely new spec, which will be very similar to this one, but it will be different in so many places. So maybe trying to
all the setup.
shared examples, yeah.
Okay. Then shall we leave this be and try to create the new spec file for the group releases then?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. And you can start with a few simple examples. Very similar to what we currently have in the releases spec. The only thing, like we have a shared query, but maybe it will also be a little bit. No, it will be the same, right? We added the release. So this kind of let query will be the same for both of them, right? What else
Yeah.
will be the same? Post query, sure to correct total count. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like this, you see, we're already doing like if correct total count example. We're already going into the project and releases. So it will be hard to generalize those examples.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just
Probably.
copy. It will be some duplication, but yeah, I would just. So sorry for kind of misleading you in the beginning, and
That's totally fine.
yeah.
So should I just start by taking the whole thing over and then we can whittle it down?
Yeah. I would actually start with not the whole thing, but maybe some like first example, just the very first if, where it's like also all shared examples.
Yeah, there's
Again.
a ton of shared examples at the beginning, but then they get used all at the end. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So this is the first. Ensures the correct data is returned based on the product's visibility and the user's access level.
Yeah.
The project is public and this checks all of that. Okay, so right, and then it does the validation.
Yeah, let me quickly open the code myself. No. Okay, I wanted to open the. Want to go away. Support. Can you show me the package? Yeah, example and the path to the file. I wanted to open it myself.
Yeah.
Group and project package list shared. Okay, let's.
I can put that in the chat if I can find.
No, I will find it. I already
You found it?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we have this and packages spec, right? Packages spec. It's GraphQL. Yeah, I see. With a patched query. Oh yeah. So if you open the packages spec for the group level, I think this is very similar to how we would start. Just you see this. Let it be resource, which is group. I wonder why they use two groups, but I guess one group will be enough for us. So yeah, we just need the group and the project to be defined on the top level. Maybe even just one group. Or it's actually a good question. Since the projects we had below had a different visibility, right? Maybe we want every time we define them, we want to create a group. Okay, let's just put it on the side, just so we can see this as an example. Yeah. Just, like I myself don't remember how exactly to create a group with a project and how to add users into it. So,
right.
Yeah. Okay, so as you did, you had everything copy pasted here, right? Let's copy paste it back and try to.
From the entire release, from the shared example?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Let's do it. And then I just need to get rid of this.
Yep.
And I think I have one extra end here.
Yep.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, now we can start from the bottom up. So it's okay that we will probably need the same users, base URL params. Yeah, this all seems the same. So here we have resource. I would just rename the resource to group here. Yeah, I'm actually and here as a to group as well. So releases count. Yeah, that sounds about right. Maybe you can scroll down. Params for issues and MRs. Yeah, sounds okay. Post query sounds fine. This one, yeah, this probably will be a group. I'm not sure actually. Do you have a response somewhere, like from the GDK? Just to see
I can pull it up. I'll just pull up the GraphQL Explorer. Okay, so if we look at the full group releases query. I must not be signed in to the. Let's see.
Is it like, didn't you create a release or? Oh,
I
you're
did.
not
I think I
authorized.
just, yeah. It's root. Okay, now let's try running it. Refresh and run. Okay, that looks better.
Oh, nice. But you see, we have group and releases. So exactly as you already have written in the code. So, I mean, I wasn't sure how this node in the JSON is called. Like, is it group or namespace or something different? But it is called group.
Oh, it's group, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's fine. Group releases. Nodes. The URL is probably fine. Sorry, group.
Yeah, here we should, do group. Here we can, do we have an association on the groups called releases, I wonder? Or is it group releases? No. What about the namespace? Namespace. Also don't. So what I'm looking at is that you have on the 75th line, you have a project releases count, right? In the simplest example, and maybe we should start with that. Yeah, let's just ask, like, have a one project in a group. So it will be the same as just querying the project, but we will do that from the group level. So let's leave it as is now for now. So full access to all repository fields. Yeah, sounds okay, I guess. Project merge request. Yeah, I think we have the same GraphQL entity there, right? So it will be serialized the same way. Yeah, should be fine. Maybe after all, there is something to share. Maybe we will write it now and we will realize that it's actually very, very similar. No access to any repository fields. Oh, okay. Yeah, again, this is just a result of like querying the same data without some of the permissions. So this is also fine. We can scroll
Okay.
down. What's here? So access to edit URL, resource type. So here will be group. Yeah. Okay, group. Edit URL, and we'll have project edit. Yeah, this is fine. No access to edit URL. Same stuff. Yeah. Yeah, actually, now I think again that maybe using the shared examples is a good idea. But let's try to make it work first here, and then we'll try to kind of do that as a shared example.
Okay.
Does not return the edit URL. Yeah, this is fine. No access to any release data. Yeah, I guess also fine. Ensures
This
that
is probably where we just need to change it to group.
No, we still need a project since
Ah,
you cannot create a release in the group, right? You need to create it in the project, but we need to create a group first. So it will be just one line above the project, let it be group.
and use the
And
factory.
yeah, and you can just copy from the right, so like create group private.
Oh, right. This.
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Okay, so and then
Question
instead of
then.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so here we create the project. This is the project that's used in the full path, I thought. So, no, I see. So it's this that group.full
Yeah,
path is going to refer to this group.
yeah.
I see. Okay.
And now instead of adding a guest, reporter, and developer to the project, we need to add them to the group.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think all of these examples will stay the same. Context
We probably
when
just create a
project.
group here again too.
Yeah, same way. But it will be public this way this time. And you will also need to rename the context, not when project is public, but when group is public.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, sorry, we also need, can you scroll up to the previous time we were adding the group?
Mm-hmm.
If you see on the right side, when we create a project, project 1, project 2, we create a group resource. Like we actually make the project
Connected to the group.
Yeah, so you need to do the same here. So group.
Yep.
Yeah, and now we can do the same below.
Down here.
Yeah.
Okay, and then group.
Okay. Yeah, these all things should work the same way.
Yep, that's just changing the user.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're in sorting and pagination.
Oh, here is a tricky one, right? So we use a public project. We need the same thing. We need a group. You can maybe copy it from the above or yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we had that in the project.
No, it's not here. It's one line below it.
Okay.
Okay, now let's see. So data path is group releases. Yep. Pagination.
That's going to be
query.
group.
And yeah, actually it is. Yeah. And we, by the way, we can call the project, not a sort project. I don't know. Yeah, just rename the sort project to project. We will need to change it a few more times below, but it's fine, I think. Or actually, can you scroll a little bit just to make sure that project is not, no, scroll up, just to make sure that the project is not defined in the context above of this one. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, not above, but just in the context, in the parent context. No, they are all
At the very top?
Yeah. I think it's not defined on the very top. Yeah.
I don't think so either. I think it's just within the other context.
Yeah.
Okay. So here then, so it's fine that we leave that as project.
Yeah. What is next? GraphQL query for resource type. Resource type would be group.
Where did you see that? What line?
318.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah. So then pagination results data. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Let it be just replace the project. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so here we sorting by the released at question. In the end, what we will be able to sort on by?
We can sort by release stat, ascending and descending, but not created.
Okay, cool. So these tests are still valid, right? And the next one we can just delete. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, let's try running this. Maybe it will even work.
Let's see. If it does, then maybe the shared examples will work because we really only just changed some of the setup.
What we can do is you saw that we have this kind of groups of shared examples in the file, like when in the shared example itself, like when user have access, when user doesn't have access. So those are really almost the same, right? They need this resource and resource type, but other than that, they are the same. And then when we actually call them, this is when it's different. So what we can actually do is just maybe define shared examples, multiple shared examples.
A few things failed.
Okay, let's try to understand why. Can you show like the first one which has failed?
Yes. Okay, here we go.
So what it didn't like, expected got nil. which is very interesting. So it didn't get any results. And it's line 94. Can you show it? Oh, I see it. Expect data. Okay. Can you just insert the binding there?
Insert a what?
Buyback.
Oh, a buyback.
Not here.
Yeah.
Not here. Just one line above.
Outside here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we'll need to rerun only this first spec. Can you open the terminal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so no. It won't work this way, I think, unfortunately, because it's a shared example. It's called multiple times. But if you scroll above, do you have this, or you deleted everything?
No. I just.
So you need to copy this string with numbers. Like you see in the quotes, you have this spec file name and then some stuff. So yeah, just need to copy that. Yeah, with quotes, unfortunately.
Oh, with the quotes. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And now you can run it same way, bundle exec or spec. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. This way you will only run this particular example. And we can try to debug what is exactly wrong there. So let's try to see how the data is defined. There should be a let somewhere above for the data.
Spec data, GraphQL, dig group releases.
So GraphQL data. Yeah, let's just try GraphQL data in the terminal once you see the buyback. Okay. Yeah. So we see nothing, which means that we seems don't to have any access to this. Mm-hmm. Okay, can you type project.releases? Okay, so we do have something. Project.group. And the group, just group. So it is the same group and the project does have releases, but for some reason, we are not getting any results from it, right? It's 94, right? So it's full access to all repository fields. Maybe our user doesn't have all the permissions it needs. Can you see where this shared example is included for the first time?
Mm-hmm. When project visibility and the user's access level. So project is private and user has reporter permissions.
Okay, this is interesting. Can you temporarily replace reporter with developer here and rerun the test?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Should I check the same stuff again?
Yeah.
It's still empty.
Maybe we can actually use. Okay, so the same thing for some reason, but at least it returns something, right? So it processes a query correctly. Now we just need to find out why it doesn't show it. Okay. I'm trying to find the best way to do that. Can you open the group releases?
The packages one.
No, I'm trying to. I'm trying to think. Can you open the resource, or how it's called, with me? Give me a second. I'll open your merge request. I don't remember how it's called. So we have this group release. Oh, can you open group releases resolver? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just trying to find a place where we should set another buyback. Yeah, can you just put the buyback right after the execute line on the line 25? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And again, rerun the test.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, cool. Can you type releases to see?
Yes.
So we have nothing. What about current user? Is it recognized at all?
Mm-hmm.
So we do have a user. Okay, what about the group? Should probably use that, right? Okay, interesting. I guess our next stopping point will be group releases finder. Can you open that file again? Yeah. Let me think, where should we? Oh, nice. Yeah, I guess you see the execute method. Just put on like the very first line, put the bin like buyback there.
Okay, and rerun it.
And what I want to see first is, can you just copy this ability allowed current user read release parent? No, not the host full line, but just from the ability. No, not release now, but ability from the word ability.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to see if the user has permissions, if we set this up correctly.
False.
So false. Okay. So now this is why we are getting the no results.
Okay.
Give me a second. There is some documentation how to debug this permission. Declaration. Yeah. Permission debug. It'd be nice if I knew how to do it. Can you replace allowed with a debug? I wonder if it will work. In the yeah, but
here?
you can do it. Yeah. Without the
Just
question mark.
like that?
No, just replace it with the word debug.
Oh,
I'm not sure if it will work, but yeah, and also paste this into the terminal.
okay.
No. Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
sorry. I thought I had to rerun it.
yeah.
Okay, so go back, run that, and then try running debug.
Yeah, and I'll take a moment to search through the code. Group policy.
Okay. I didn't know you could just put a debug in like that.
Maybe you can't. This is just my hope that we can do that. Let it be read release.
Okay. Okay, do you mean debugger, maybe?
No. It's a specific method. You can call it on some other class, and it will show you how exactly it is authorized or not authorized. Give me a second. I'll try to search through the code base. Group release finder. Release finder. Okay, so we policy. So we do have a group policy, and you need to be at least guest to be able to read release. I wonder why we cannot. I could have 10 minutes. Okay, can we go back a little?
Yes, to where?
To the finder, where we just replaced the yeah, cool. Just rerun the spec again till we see this buyback.
Okay.
And you can try type in step, just the word step.
Spec, okay.
Step.
Oh,
like,
step.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I want to step in the function. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What is can you try subject? What is subject here? Okay, group. Okay, next. Just type next. Sorry. Oh yeah, next. Awesome. And now wait a second. Yeah, and now type policy.debug. Sorry, can you find this file in the code base? Oh, let me find it actually. Ability RP. Where is it? It's app models, right? Nice. And what is the line of code we were looking for?
80.
No, can you print 80? Okay. 80. So let's curl and else it's policy. Okay, yeah, let's try policy.debug and read release as it was used here. No, read release colon read release.
Sorry, how do you spell that?
Read release. I mean,
Read
the same way it's spelled in the Finder. You can open the Finder.
Oh, read. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So sorry, my English sometimes is.
No, it's not you.
Okay.
I'm just lost in some of these other areas that I haven't played in the code base. Okay.
Okay, now we have something. It should print much nicer results, actually. Enable when guest. Oh, okay. Why it returns false then? Oh, enabled false. Oh, okay. So can you just type policy allowed read release?
Policy dot allowed.
Yeah, dot allowed. Same thing as you see on the line 82, actually. Yeah, it's ability there, but ability is the read release. So yeah, this one. Just press enter. False. To be honest, I'm super lost here. Can we? I have another meeting in like 3 minutes.
No
Can you
worries.
post what you currently have into the merge request, tag me on it, and I'll try to debug it myself a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, you can even leave these buybacks where they are, so I can continue debugging from the same place. But you see, like currently, I'm super confused because you see right under the previous buyback, you see this -16 enable when guest. And the user is a guest for the group, I think. Oh, no, it isn't. It didn't work. I see. For some reason, we don't see, what to call it. For some reason, GitLab, for some reason, this policy object thinks that this user is not a group member.
Oh, so we didn't add the users to the group properly? Or something's going wrong with that?
Yeah, maybe we didn't. We'll need to check this a little bit more, but yeah, for some reason it doesn't think that the user belongs to the group.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just post it as it is. I'll try to figure it out, and I'll keep you posted. And then we can discuss further. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, you too. And have a great day, and have a great
You too.
Thanksgiving and holidays. Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, Vlad. Thank you.